Hello, today we are going to work on lesson 30 and we are going to first find the missing factor. So we are going to first use multiplication to find the missing factor. So for example, if you look at this one, 2 times blank is 6. And we know that 2 times 3 is 6, so we can put 3. If it gets harder later, there is also another way to do it. So if there is a big number, we can also do 6 divided by 2 to find this missing number. But for this one, since we know that 2 times 3 is 6, we can just write 3. Okay, so let's look at another problem. So let's look at number 1. So for number 1, it says blank times 2 is 8. And we know that 4 times 2 is 8. So 4 is going to be the answer for number 1. So 4 is going to be the answer. And then let's move on to another question. Okay. Sorry. So let's look at number 3 then. So for number 3, it says 10 equals 2 times blank. And we know that 2 times 5 is 10, right? So 5 is going to be the answer for number 3. And then, so the rest of them you could try on this page, and then let's move on to the next page. So for this page, it's the same thing again. So let's try number 5. So 6 times 5 is 30. Right. You know that when there's 6 5s or 5 6s, we're going to have 30. So 30 is going to be the answer for number 5. And then let's try number 8 then. So 15 equals 3. So 3 times something is going to be 15. And we know that that's 5. Right? Or we could also try 15 divided by 3 is 5. So it's going to be 5. Number 8 is going to be 5. The rest of them, it's similar, so you guys could try. Let's move on to the next page. So for this part, we have a problem-solving review. So we have to determine whether to add or subtract by looking at the problem. So let's look at number 1 then. Number 1 says, how much money would you need to buy a toy robot and a Barbie? So toy robot is 46 cents and Barbie is 78 cents. So we would have to add them together in order to see how much money we would need. So since we have to know the total, we have to add them together. So 78. We have to add 6 and 8, which would be 14. And then 4 plus 4 is 5, and 5 plus 7 is 12, right? So it's going to be 124 cents for number 1. So we would need 124 cents in total to buy a toy robot and a Barbie. Okay, then now let's look at number 3. It says, how much money would you need to buy a toy truck and a plush? So toy truck milk is 56 cents and plush is 39 cents. So it's the same thing. We have to add both of them to see the total in order to see how much money we would need, right? So we would have to add them. So 6 plus 9 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. So 95 cents is the answer for number 3. Okay, you guys could try the rest of them too since it's similar. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Okay, so on this page we have word problems. So let's look at number 1 then. It says a cupcake is 39 cents and an apple is 23 cents. How much money would you need to buy a cupcake and an apple? So it's the same thing. You have to add them together, 39 cents and 23 cents, to know how much money you would need. How much money you would need to buy both cupcake and an apple, right? Both the cupcake and an apple, so 39 cents plus 23. So 9 plus 3 is 12. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. So 62 cents is the answer for number 1. And then let's try number 2. This one is kind of different. So you have 76 cents. You buy a bag of grapes, there's 57 cents. How much money do you have left? So in order to see how much you have left, you have to subtract 57 cents from 76 cents. $57. So you have to subtract it. So you have to borrow from 7 and then become 16. 16 minus 7. That's going to be 9. Right? And 6 minus 5 is 1. So 19 cents is going to be the answer for number 2. Okay, thank you.